Well, hey there, everybody. How's it going? Funny story. I just recorded like half an hour of this game, and it was actually pretty entertaining. But my Turtle Beach headset was turned off because I was trying to conserve battery while I was downloading the game. So that's pretty fun, I guess. But whatever. But still, that kind of pisses me off to no end. But I guess we'll just jump right into this. Last time I came in, last time I played, that you guys were supposed to see, I got 4 pages like my first playthrough, and then the space police busted down my door, and they were like, "Oh my goodness, you're under arrest for space piracy," because I have an illegally downloaded version of Photoshop. But I'm like, wait a second, space? Why is there even what about what? Why are you mentioning space? And then they were like, "'Cause you're in space." And then I looked out the window and I was in a space station. And I was like, "Well, shit." So they confiscated my computer and deported me back to Earth, where I bought a new computer and continued my Slender playthrough. It was quite exciting. You guys would have experienced that firsthand, except my headset wasn't turned on. Damn. But yeah, so that happened, and then since my computer was confiscated, the game, of course, was ended, which was unfortunate. And so I started over again. So I played through twice on my last recording, and I got 4 pages on both recordings, and it was pretty exciting. So after I recorded all that, I'm like, okay, let's check out my gameplay videos before I render them all. And it was like, haha, there's no audio here, and I was like, well, fuck. But yeah, I was not this talkative in my first videos, probably because I was actually scared by the game. But this game is just kind of dumb now. Like, it was kind of scary when I first played it, but it's just like, it's not even tense now. I know what's going to happen. You guys would have been so let down, too, if you watched my last video, because when I finally lost, it wasn't even scary. I, like, backed away because I didn't want to look and see him. There's no page here this time. That's great. Didn't want to look and see him, so I just, like, backed away from where I collected the 4th page. And he was just like, haha, I'm Slender Man, and I'm just behind you, and you're going to touch me without even looking at me. So it was a pretty, like, not scary loss. But as you can see, I'm now coming back, just full effort, going to entertain everybody. I made a point in my last recording, oh yeah, it was like, I did a special thanks segment. Page numero uno. Don't look or it takes you to IHOP. I don't understand why that's a bad thing. IHOP is delicious. Oh no, I kind of reviewed the game a little bit while I was playing, and I said something earlier. My last recording was actually my first time playing the game. I said something earlier when someone asked my opinion on this game, and I just said it was total garbage, because from the gameplay I saw, it wasn't really immersive, because the gameplay I did see was god-awful. But basically, I started playing the game, and it was good. I made a point. The graphics are here for an indie game. These graphics are fantastic. Like they're immersive. The ambient sound when you collect additional pages definitely adds tension to the game. This game wouldn't be half as scary without that, as much as I hate to admit. It's all there. Horror games aren't really my type of game, except Dead Space, because Dead Space and its sequels are just the shit. But besides that, like I said, horror games aren't really my thing, so this game isn't really my thing, so I can't give it, like, a review like, oh damn, this game was just so fun, but it's well made, besides the, model of Slender Man, which I complained about. I just want him to look a little bit less like an ape when you see him from afar. I imagine a very tall, thin person, and he looks like he's like, from afar, he looks like he's average height and not really intimidating. But besides that, this game is pretty much right where it needs to be. It's perfect for the type of game it is. Maybe add some story, even though there's not really a point for story in a Slender Man game unless you're like trying to copy Marble Hornets. But a Marble Hornets game would be kind of like weird, I don't know. So this is a good game to represent Slender Man as a character, I think. It definitely went viral, which is good. I heard they reviewed it on Toonami. And you know how many like dedicated fans Toonami has since they brought it back, so I kind of trust, you know, a lot of people know about this game now. Not to mention, you know, like Pootie Pal plays this game, and then, you know, a bunch of other people that people really... Why is this... Where is he? Oh, there he is. That's where he was. Okay. I couldn't even see him because my render distance is too low. But, yeah, you know, Pootie Pal plays this game, and what the fuck? Critical plays this game, so it's all very exciting. Definitely brought the whole Slender Man thing into like more people's minds. It spread the word. I wish maybe Slender could have, you know, referred people to Marble Hornets, because if you like Slender Man at all, Marble Hornets is a must. That series is stupendous. But I'm just kind of rambling. Basically, no complaints. A few little things could be different, but it's not a big deal. And mad props to the developer. How many pages do I have? I think I have just one page. That's kind of irritating. My last two playthroughs, I pretty much, page after page, every monument I found, there was a page to accompany it, so, you know. Not this time, though. Is that the... Yeah, that's the truck. I deterred from my... It was weird. The map was almost identical, both of my last playthroughs, like both times. So that was weird. It's kind of awkward now coming up to like this thing from this angle, though. It's kind of startling. The fact that I only have one page is kind of poop, but whatever. I have to say, I wish running was a little bit better in this game. I'm barely moving faster than, you know, walking. Can't see shit. At least have the flashlight, like, swing up and down rather than just pointing at the ground. Not only would it add realism, but it would actually make it possible to run in this game. But yeah. Pretty unexciting. The distortion is startling when it happens. My personal experience, the distortion is startling when it happens, but then it's just kind of irritating. You can't see shit. That's really all, though. I was gonna say something else, but I don't know what it was. Oh yeah, and then, you know, like the last run-in with Slender over here, you know, I saw him and it wasn't even startling because my screen was just covered in distortion. When he first jumps out at you, it's pretty scary, but it's just that initial scare. Once you've played enough of the game, the ambient sounds really don't faze you either, so kind of just opens you up to see everything you don't like about the game. Like I am, like pointing out little things because I'm walking way too slow. Yeah, I was like I said before, I'm going on this point about the immersion. Like, I feel immersed in this game, which is more than I can say for a lot of horror games, because like Amnesia, for instance, in the beginning of Amnesia, it's like, oh hey, do all this so you're immersed. I still just didn't feel immersed into the game, so it wasn't really all that scary. It's kind of easy to poke fun at it and how cheesy and whatever it was. And when I finally did see the monster, like, it was a jump scare, but then it was like, the character design wasn't really unsettling. The monsters were just kind of monsters. They weren't creepy. There was no, like, fridge horror. So, and just the obsession with Amnesia, like, such a not okay game. It was kind of irritating. I'm like that about a lot of horror games, but this is the first indie horror game that I've really felt immersed in. I don't want to say felt like I was in, because I don't. But the immersion is good, especially considering I'm playing it windowed right now, and it's still like, immersion is there. The fog looks good. I like the fog. I hate this one, actually. Where is he? Oh well. I don't think there was a note there. I hope there wasn't. I don't like backtracking. And it seems like there's no notes anywhere. It's like this game is just like, hey, oh, that's where he is. Hi. I'm gonna kill him. Oh, nice. That is something I want to comment on. I don't know if those have always been there, but he has tentacles, and that's really cool because a lot of Slender Man fan pictures and such don't have tentacles, but that was always a part of it. Now that I'm not scared, this video is kind of pointless. It was gonna be a two-parter and it was gonna be hilarious, but you know, I'm not as scared anymore, and there's really no point in continuing. So I don't know. I hope this video was everything you guys hoped for, and maybe I'll play a game I actually like sometime and actually have good commentary. But that's all for now. Thanks for requesting that.